The case of tax money dragging on Eunwoo's name is heating up again, and this time the situation is far from abating. After months of heated discussions in the media and the fan community, the public was again shocked by the news that the famous actor and idol was recalled to court for a second trial. The atmosphere that had been a little calm suddenly turned tense. Media cameras back on standby. Journalists are crowding. Social media exploded again. And one big question reverberates everywhere. What really happened? And how far will this case take Eunwoo? That morning, the air around the courthouse felt different. Not only because of the many journalists who have been preparing since dawn, but because of the tense aura that seems to hang in the air. Some fans were seen standing with anxious faces, some carrying posters of support, others just silent, looking down, holding their phones as if afraid to read the latest news. Eunwoo's name is trending again, not because of the latest drama or magazine shoot, but because of one word that always leaves anyone speechless for a moment: taxes. This second trial is touted as a crucial point. If at the first hearing the court was still focused on initial clarification and reading of administrative documents, then the follow-up hearing this time is rumored to start digging deeper into the financial flow, including transactions that have been in the spotlight. Internal sources said that the judge asked for more detailed explanations related to financial statements, tax management systems, as well as the role of third parties allegedly involved. This makes the public increasingly wonder whether this case is purely an administrative matter or there are other things that have not been revealed. Eunwoo arrives at the location with a face that is difficult to read. He wore a simple black suit, a mask covering part of his face, but his eyes were still clearly captured by the camera. There was no smile, no wave of the hand as usual, only calm but heavy steps, as if each step carries a huge burden. Some reporters briefly called his name, hoping to get a brief statement, but he chose to remain silent. Silence speaks more than words. Ever since this case came out, public opinion has been divided. On the one hand, there are those who insist that Eunwoo was the victim of an administrative error or negligence on the part of the professional who took care of his finances. On the other hand, there are those who demand full transparency and consider that, as a major public figure, he should be fully responsible for all his financial affairs. The media also compete to raise various points of view, from legal analysis to tax expert comments, making this issue more complex and difficult to digest. This second hearing became even more important because, according to court sources, additional documents have been submitted by the prosecutor and Eunwoo's legal team. These so-called documents contain details that have not previously been open to the public. This is what makes many people think that the direction of this case can change significantly. Whether the document will reinforce the alleged misconduct, or instead become the key to a defense that clears the actor's name, is still a big question mark. Outside the courthouse, the reaction of fans was no less emotional. Social media is filled with hashtags of support, prayers, and calls for the public not to judge before an official decision is made. Many fans remember Eunwoo's long journey, from hardworking trainee to one of Korea's entertainment icons known for his clean and professional image. For them, it is difficult to accept the fact that the name, which has been synonymous with perfection, is now associated with legal cases. However, there are other voices that are more critical. Some netizens considered that the tax case was not a trivial matter, especially if it involved a figure with a large income. They demand that the legal process be transparent without preferential treatment. These comments often spark heated debate in the comments, showing how sensitive the issue is in the public eye. During the trial, the atmosphere inside the courtroom was reported to be very serious. The judge asked a number of pointed questions that focused on the chronology of tax reports, differences in figures in the spotlight, as well as internal oversight mechanisms. Eunwoo's legal team explained that their client has always been in good faith and has cooperated fully with the relevant authorities from the beginning. They confirmed that any discrepancy in the figures is still at the stage of clarification and cannot yet be called a violation. The statement slightly eased the concerns of some fans, but did not stop speculation. Every break in the trial was used by the media to review the case from various angles. Legal analysts appear on various programs, trying to predict the possible outcome of the trial. Some say the case could end in an administrative fine, Others warn that the process could be longer than imagined. What makes this case even more interesting is its impact on Cha Eun-woo's career. Some advertising contracts are rumored to be in a waiting position, while entertainment projects involving his name are said to be conducting internal evaluations. Although there has been no official announcement regarding the cancellation or postponement of the project, this uncertainty clearly adds to the pressure. In the entertainment world, image is everything, and one legal issue alone can have a long impact. By the end of the session, the atmosphere was quiet. All eyes are on the judge, who then conveys that the court will study all additional documents before determining the next steps. There was no verdict that day. There is no final conclusion. Only one sentence made everyone hold their breath: ***, the legal process will still continue ***. Cha Eun-woo walked out of the courtroom with the same calm steps as when he entered. Again, without a statement, without excessive expressiveness. Only silence enveloped. For some, this attitude is considered a form of professionalism and respect for the legal process. For others, the silence has led to more questions. When night falls and the courthouse is quiet again, the conversation gets even more crowded. The media continues to air analysis. Fans continue to discuss, and the public continues to wait. The case is not over. The second trial is not the end, but the continuation of a long process that is still full of mysteries. One thing is for sure, Cha Eun-woo's tax money case has now gone beyond just a legal issue. It has become a mirror of how the public views the responsibilities of famous figures, how the media shapes narratives, and how one big name can be at the crossroads between support and doubt. Until the judge's hammer is really knocked and the official decision is announced, the question will continue to hang. Will this case be a stain on Cha Eun-woo's career journey? Or is it just a tough test he will pass to rise stronger? And until that answer came, all could only wait, watch, and hold their breath. The atmosphere after the second trial was even more tense, as if the uncertainty was deliberately left hanging to test the patience of all parties. The media, which was originally waiting for an official statement, could only rely on limited leaks from internal sources, each of which actually gave rise to different interpretations. Some say the court found new irregularities. Others insist that the focus of the trial is still limited to adjusting administrative data. These narrative differences make it increasingly difficult for the public to distinguish between fact, conjecture, and speculation. A few hours after the hearing ended, the social media timeline was turbulent again. Cha Eun-woo's name sits at the top of searches, with thousands of comments every minute. There are fans who upload old video pieces of Cha Eun-woo talking about hard work and honesty, as if to remind the public of the values he has always held. On the other hand, there were also more critical posts, questioning transparency and demanding more detailed clarification. These two currents collide with each other, creating a heated and emotional discussion space. In the midst of the frenzy, the agency finally spoke up, albeit with a very cautious statement. They reiterated that Cha Eun-woo respects the legal process and will continue to cooperate with the authorities. No confession, no exaggerated defense, just the emphasis that all is still in the examination stage. This short statement actually provoked mixed reactions. For some fans, it was enough to calm the heart. For others, the statement is considered too general and has not answered the core of the problem. Pressure doesn't just come from outside. According to a nearby source, Cha Eun-woo is said to be living much quieter days than usual. His schedule was reportedly drastically reduced, public activities curtailed, and most of his time was spent consulting with the legal team. Those around him describe a figure that remains professional, but clearly carries a heavy burden. A warm smile that used to appear easily is now rarely seen, replaced by an expression of focus and caution.